Hi guys, it's me. It is Sunday, February 26th, 2017. Today is 4 weeks, 6 days, yay, out from my next figure bodybuilding competition. I'm very excited that it is finally in the fourth week. I am counting down. Every day is a countdown that feels like a year, and it has felt like that for quite a few weeks now. After my last update, I was, like I said, so exhausted and so hungry, and my body was not able to function. My mind was not able to function. I cheated on my diet, and that was the first time in this whole prep that I've cheated on my diet, and that is a big deal because usually I go off the wagon at some point, and but with now I'm doing macros and I get to choose my own food, so it makes it much easier to stay on my diet because I get to choose what I eat, and I don't have to eat disgusting food because I get to choose what I want to eat. So I eat food that tastes good. So I usually go on a binge because I'm craving food that I want to eat. It tastes good. This time I was just craving food and carbohydrates and fats and nourishment for my body and my brain. And so unfortunately, I did binge. After a evening meal, almost a week after that video. No, I don't know. I think that video was on a Wednesday or something, and it was a Monday. The next Monday, after dinner, I just kept eating. And then the next morning, I woke up and I was like, I'm going to get back on my diet. But after breakfast, I was still hungry, so I kept eating more. But then I just ate my regular meals and just have gotten back on my diet again. And I'm so glad because, it feels great in my body and brain, can function with actual food. That felt really good. And I probably needed a cheat meal for sure. A refeed or a cheat meal of some kind to boost the nutrition in my body and my muscles. But that was too much, and I felt too good, and then I really felt awful that, oh my God, I won't be able to get back in prep, and I won't get lean enough now, and I felt guilty, but I felt physically good. Well, thank goodness, a couple days later, getting back on my diet, I felt miserable again, and what was cool is I learned that I was grateful to feel miserable. When I ate too much, I was like, oh, I wish I felt miserable again, because then I knew I was on track. So it made me really grateful to feel hungry and feel tired and feel exhausted and feel miserable in prep. Again, because as everybody says, that's how prep feels. It feels awful. So sometimes, or a lot of the time, or most of the time, it just depends. So the good news is I'm back on track, and that was last week, Monday and Tuesday, and I took progress pictures, and I did posing yesterday, and I did, I think, get leaner. I didn't lose weight, but I continued my progress. So my body continued its progress. So I'm really excited about that. In the fourth week out, the countdown is on to make it in misery for 4 weeks, or hopefully, unmisery, which is all a matter of my perspective. If I remember how grateful I feel now to feel hungry and miserable, then I can be unmiserable in my misery. So that's the plan, and I've made an appointment at MAC in the last week, the peak week before the competition, to have some makeup advice for the show, which is very exciting, and that'll be super fun. Today I get my second to last haircut and hairstyle, which is very exciting. I'm growing my hair out a little for the competition, and we want to get the right length and cut and color going for the stage. So I'm very excited. I love my haircuts. I love my hairdresser, and I love getting my hair styled. I keep buying makeup even though I don't need it. Oh, I've been trying makeup to remember how to apply it. Yesterday for posing practice, I did a kind of little trial run of my face makeup. I don't like how it came out, but so it's good. My makeup's getting old now, so I need to make sure I have what I need and it's all working, and that I learn how to apply it again, that I remember how to apply it, that I learn something new. So it's really good. I'm doing this ahead of time this time, practicing. I've been practicing posing once a week for quite a while now with my coaches. I've been doing more skincare this time because they spray tan you for the show, and you're supposed to exfoliate and moisturize beforehand for a month, and usually I do it that month, but I never ever do it in my life because it's never been something I learned or developed a habit of or a practice of. And this time when I made my tanning appointment, I got a reminder from the woman who does it to start doing that, and I'm like, oh. And so I started early on, like a couple months ago, and it's been really nice. Today I put coconut oil on my face and body, and it feels really good. But it's been really nice. It's something I don't usually do for myself, is take good care of my physical self like that and do girly things like that. But it feels so nice to take care of my skin like that, and my body like that. I like the feel of it. I make my own coconut scrub too, which I'm making this morning, which is really fun. I got this huge container, like a gallon of coconut oil at the local grocery outlet like years ago, and I never used it for anything. So I scoop out some coconut oil in a little body butter container and add sugar when it's cool. And I scoop out coconut oil. I put it in the microwave for about a minute so it's liquid, and then make sure it's cool enough. Add granulated sugar, stir it around, and let it sit till it thickens up and hardens. And then I put that in, and then I cut it in pieces and keep it in the container and put it in my shower, and I use it as a scrub because the sugar forms a scrub on one side. On the other side, the sugar isn't there, so it's nice and moisturizing. So it's really nice, and it's really fun. So I did that this morning. It's really nice. So I'm taking better care of myself this prep that way. So what else? So I've been starving, like probably literally starving on my new food plan. So I decided, by watching other YouTube videos of people in prep, they talk about volume, eating things with volume to keep you full. And I hadn't been doing that because, I just went vegan not long ago, and I don't really know what to eat, and I don't really have ideas about this macronutrient counting with vegan and how to do that. So I've been eating teeny weeny amounts of things that meet my macros, but there's no volume to it. So I've been starving. So I had the idea this week, like maybe I should go get some like spinach and lettuce and stuff and see if I can fit that in with the macros. And so yesterday I went to the store and I got a whole bunch of organic spinach and lettuce stuff, salad mix already done, so I don't have to mess with it. And I put that into my meals yesterday, and I feel so much better today. I felt so much better yesterday by eating that, and I feel so much better today. I must have really needed that. So I did my meal prep Friday and yesterday, and I put the spinach and the salad and stuff into, I figured out a meal plan that incorporates that, and then I weighed and measured it and put it in containers for the whole week. So I'm really excited, and it's so good. The other thing I did was somebody showed a meal prep, a meal daily, what they eat video, and they had bought some spiralized zucchini already done from like Trader Joe's, and I remembered, oh yeah, like I bought this spiralizer, it's a plastic one. I got it on Amazon for pretty darn cheap, like 16 bucks. I saw other vegan YouTube channels make food using this, and so I had bought one this year. So I pulled it out. I bought zucchini at the store, I pulled out my spiralizer, my plastic machine, and it's a crank, and you put the zucchini in between these holders, and you crank it, and it has blades, and it makes it like pasta. So I bought a whole bunch of zucchini, and I spiralized it up. So now I have zucchini pasta that I put in my spinach and my lettuce, and I ate that yesterday. It was so good. So I have that for the week too. So I'm super excited, and that's going to be so helpful to finally have some volume and some nutrients. And I just didn't know how to fit it in my macros. That's all. I just don't know enough about macros. Coffee. So that's exciting. So I felt so much better yesterday. Oh my God. So I'm hoping that helps. And then just figuring out how to deal with training and cardio when I'm super exhausted, super tired, super hungry, and how to get through that in a way that'll work and that I need to, and planning out the next 4 weeks, and it's going to be exciting. I'm so excited. So now I'm excited to feel miserable because it means I'm on track, and I'm excited about that, and but hopefully not too miserable. Hopefully I had my most miserable days. I had a horrible, miserable week number 6, 7, 8, 9 were really awful. Like starving, tired, muscles not recovering. Awful, awful, awful. And it can only get better from here. And I can only get leaner from here. And I'm really happy with my progress. I looked at progress pictures. I looked at pictures from the past, and I am going to bring in something new and different and better. So I'm super excited. So wanted to update you guys. And if you have any questions, fill me in below, and I'll get back to you, and I'll keep you up to date as my show comes closer. Bye.